What's with the goofy fucking Russia hat? Nothing. It's nothing that really needs to be talked about, right? Obviously, that makes it sound like there's a lot to talk about with it. What's under the hat? You don't need to. You don't need to freaking see what's under the hat. Like, oh, I do. Give me that. No, fuck you. I'm not gonna. No, you're not gonna. You're not gonna. Oh, is this what you wanted to see? Is this what you wanted to see? No. Is this what you wanted to see? You asshole. Of course, you have blue hair and pronouns. Hello, Bruins lose 4-2 to the freaking Pittsburgh Penguins. Welcome back to Into the Den. I am your host, Jay Freeman, and this is not a good night. This is not a good night at all. It's such a bad one that I'm not even gonna fucking touch the guitar. And I'm not gonna lie, good. And I'm not. It's totally not because I forgot. It's totally not because one of my roommate is currently sleeping and I don't want to. And I'm recording this in a different spot than I usually than in my. And I'm not recording this in my dorm room because I don't want to wake him up. No, it's because I forgot my pick. Oops, we all fuck up sometimes, but uh, but I mean, going into this game, Malkin had COVID, which and a normal which normally I would be very happy about, but let's also not forget that the that the Penguins put up 7 freaking goals against the Toronto Maple Leafs with pretty much their entire PP1 out except for Jake Gensel. So not so we know what this Pittsburgh team is capable of. And I mean, but we're 13-1-1 in our last 15 at home against Pittsburgh. Great news. And hey, the Bruins started off pretty good. 2 goals right off the bat because Pasta is a freaking Pasta has been a freaking god. They had a graphic showing that like Pasta to start off the season was shooting 9 for 129, 9 for 129, but over the past 14 games he's been shooting 15 for 61. And if that isn't proof that Pasta is just hard carrying this team at this point, that is then I don't know what is. The dude is shooting almost 25%, and the team is still shaky. It's shaky. We did have a little bit of a situation in the first where Cole started an on-man rush, and Steen is right there, right in front to. Is moving. He's moving to be in position to tap it past Tristan Jarry. But his skate connects with another with a defenseman, and he just careens into the net. I'm like, Steen, you're not the puck. Come on, you're not supposed to do that. You're not the puck. But at the end of the first period, we're up 2-0. Great news. Great. What have I been saying from the start of the game? Hockey is a 60-minute. What have I been saying since the start of the season? Hockey is a 60-minute game. So the second period starts, and the Bruins don't. You know how I know this? Is who expected Danton Heinen to score to not only score 2 goals tonight, but also score them within 28 seconds of each other. Now, I will say, I'm not gonna lie, the Bruins got goalie tonight. Really hard. If it wasn't for Tristan Jarry, who had quite possibly one of the best games of his entire career tonight, quite possibly one of the best games of his season so far tonight. I mean, the 2 goals against him were pretty much. I mean, the first one was a power play goal, not really much you can do with that, and the second one was a 3-on-1 breakaway because the Penguins played way too far up into the Bruins territory. So Jarry gets those 2 goals out of the way, and nothing else gets past him. The Bruins go. Both teams trade breakaways over and over again, and then on a power play, I think it was from Craig Smith. I think it was Craig Smith. Actually, no, it wasn't Craig Smith committing interference. I think it was. I forget who committed the penalty that got the Penguins on the power play. It was that bad of a night. But from there, Brian Rust faked out pretty much the entire Bruins team on and just wrapped around the goal, and Crosby's right there to put in his 499th goal of his career. I did not know that he was that close to 500. Honestly, I don't like Sidney Crosby. Congratulations, man! Congratulations, you've been one of the best players in the league for the better part of a decade and a half. And to play so well that you're almost at 500 goals is fantastic. Bravo, Sidney Crosby. Bravo. Oh, and then we get to the but all this to say that I mean the Bruins get like the Bruins outshoot the Penguins like 18-7. They're doubling up the Penguins in total shots at the end of the second period, and they have and what do they have to show for it? A 1-goal deficit. Which I'm going to say this was the worst second period the Bruins have played all season. This was pathetic. This was awful. Oh. But we get into the third period, and that's when shit hits the fan. And Bruins fans, and I don't know what to my Bruins audience, I don't know what to tell you guys is, but if you're like me and you grew up watching starting around the time the Bruins won their last Stanley Cup in 2011, and then just going forward from there, our viewing experience is kind of dying. And let's start with I mean, Sidney Crosby slew footing Patrice Bergeron. Honestly, I know Crosby did not. I know Crosby he didn't intend for that slew foot, but it would. But I feel like when that's a result, a slew foot is a slew foot is a slew foot, and he should get and Crosby should probably get at least a game for it. I'm sorry. It might just be pettiness in me, but Bergeron out for the rest of the game, probably concussed, and that is not good. That's awful. you don't want that to happen. You don't want your you don't want your top line center to be to be concussed and out for a non-specific and probably not insignificant amount of time. Then we get to then Bruins pull Swayman and like 20 seconds later, Brian Rust is there off a chip shot, off a saucer pass to to put the Pens up 4-2, and that's pretty much the end of the game. Or else it would be if Brad Marchand, come on, what the hell are you doing? You don't fight. You don't try and beat the shit out of the goalie. Remember when it wasn't okay when Tony DeAngelo did it, and it's not okay now. It wasn't okay when Tony DeAngelo did it to Alexander Georgiev, and it isn't okay now. The way he acted was just. I know it's not exactly out of line for Marchand, but it was just so. It was just so uncomposed, and it was like I remember watching Super Bowl 49 against the Patriots against the Seahawks, and like right after the Malcolm Butler interception, and immediately after the Patriots first kneel down after that, the entire Seahawks team just starts to tries to beat up on Gronk and beat up on Ron Gronkowski, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? I know that you lost. You know that you lost, and it sucks. But you and a good chunk of your soul is probably taken out with it. But that's probably not. But at this current moment in time, that's probably not the proper response. And Marchand's probably going to end up getting a hearing, and he's probably going to get suspended for the second time this season, because remember the first time he got suspended for slew footing Oliver Ekman-Larsson. So yeah, Crosby, you deserve a suspension, and Brad, you also deserve a suspension. But that's not the big part. I think we all know what the big news is. Tuukka Rask has the Bruins have announced that Tuukka Rask is not going to be back this season, and Tuukka is finalizing his retirement. This is just upsetting. I know immediately after it was announced, Bruins Nation was just erupt with two different kinds of with two different reactions. And one was the proper response of one was the immature response of but how many freaking but look at what he did in the playoffs. What a fucking bum. That's not correct. The second one, and the correct one, is thank you, Tuukka, for everything that you have done for us. Yes. How you've backstopped the Bruins for the better part of a decade. You've been one of the biggest faces of the franchise. Is not only that, but you also give managed to give the freaking the freaking Leafs fans and rate insurmountable rage in 2013, 2018, and 2019. And honestly, just for that, you are one of my favorite. You are one of my favorite. You are not only one of my favorite goalies of all time, you're one of my favorite players of all time. Tuukka Rask, enjoy retirement. Enjoy retirement, and I hope for nothing but the best for what life has to offer you. And that 2019 Cup run, and I know you probably would have wanted to end with. I know you probably would have wanted to end it with a ring around your finger, and hoisting the cup. But you try. We can't say that you didn't give this team your all. You gave this team your all, and then you gave even more. You didn't have to come back this season. You didn't have to come back this season. I know I was. I mean, I was absolutely one of the biggest critics of your contract. I was absolutely a big critic of your contract, and I think that it and how I thought that it wasn't a great idea, and it wasn't. But I realized now that you didn't. But I realize now that you didn't do it because I don't think that you did it because you thought I am in perfect shape and I'm going to and I'm gonna absolutely and I'm gonna be a freaking brick wall. I'm gonna be like prime Dominic Hasek out there. I don't think you did that because you thought. I don't think you did it because you were thinking that. I think you did it because you love this. Because you love this. This freaking this area. And to the people that are saying they're clowning on him for his performance in the playoffs, I mean, it wasn't just him. Yeah, goalie is the most important part of it. Goalie is one of the most important pieces of any good team. But if you but it's like, I don't know. It's like putting. It would be like putting Dominic Hasek on the 2020 to 2021 in Buffalo Sabres. Like it'd be like, yeah, goalie is the most important part of the game, but it isn't the only part of the game. So to all those saying that, hey, Tuukka, you're the reason why we you choked in the playoffs. Haha, we're glad that you're gone. Shut up. Shut up. You are not some bold renegade by saying that Tuukka Rask was not a playoff performer. You are not a bold renegade. You are not a renegade for saying that Tuukka Rask isn't a playoff performer. You are not some sort of mold breaker for saying that Tuukka Rask had a tendency for choking. You're just a discount version of Tony Maserati, and I think that literally every. And I think that most people will just tune into Felger and Maz because they want to feel something, even if that emotion is just anger at the two smarmy fuckheads. It's talking to you, bitching about, talking shit about Boston on the radio. Oh, but Tuca, we love you. This city loves you, and this city loves you, and it knows how much you love this city. Thank you for all that you've done. But I think to we need to move forward. We need to move forward. This team needs to move forward. I think I need to move forward. I think I need to move forward, or else I'm just gonna keep freaking saying the same shit over and over again. And this video is gonna be 45 minutes long of me just saying thank you, Tuca, thank you, Tuca, thank you, Tuca. I could, which I could do, but I don't think you guys would really like that. But you try and tell me that that the Bruins don't even make the finals in 2019 without Tuukka Rask. You try and tell me that that the Bruins don't even make the finals in 2013 without Tuukka Rask. You try and tell me that the Bruins don't even make the. You try and tell me that the Bruins don't get to the finals as much as they did without Tuukka Rask. You can't. You can't. You just can't. But what does this team need? What does this team need going forward? Center depth. Get JT Miller at the deadline. JT Miller and Jacob Chychrun. Those are the two. Those are the two big targets of the deadline. And you need to get one or the other. It would be ideal if you got both. It would be freaking ideal if you got both. But if we get both, I could see us strapping this team in for a Suter Parise level of hell. But that is it for tonight's episode of Into the Den. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Down below is still the GoFundMe of for Jake Thibault's recovery. And tell your friends that it's over. That this era of Bruins hockey is coming to its final hour. Is it a good one? We don't know. Is it a bad one? We don't know. We just need to keep with it.